What's up everybody, back with another quadcopter review, and this is the Sky Viper V950HD by Skyrocket Toys, and this one is one of my favorites, so let's get right into the flight video. So the first thing you're going to notice on the V950HD is it has a very unique design. In the air, this one looks very distinct. It sort of has like a mean look to it, which I really enjoy. When you get the nice footage on the hat cam of this one flying at you, it kind of looks menacing, and I really enjoy that. I think it looks just badass in the air. This one flies super stable and has 3 different rates on it, so no matter what your skill level is, you're going to have a rate that suits your needs. One of the things that's going to draw people to this quad is the 720p HD camera it has on it. And this one's pretty nice. The colors that come out on the camera are very saturated, which is a little bit of a contrast to some of the other quads out there. One of the downsides of this camera, it is a little bit susceptible to jello wobble, but I haven't really experimented with prop balancing and some sort of anti-vibration mount on this one yet, which is something I plan to do in the future. I'm going to see if I can correct that. So while we're on the subject of the camera, let's talk about the movable lens that's on here. So you can move it up or down depending on which angle you're trying to get, and that's a handy feature because some of the quads out there, you can't move the camera or the lens at all. So you're stuck with whatever angle the manufacturer decides is the best angle. Let's talk about the charging time a little bit. I found that if you're plugging it into a wall adapter, you're going to get about a 35 to 40 minute charge, and if you're plugging into a USB port on a computer or a laptop, you're going to get a 40 to 45 minute charge. So not too bad on this one. And flight times, you're going to get basically 5 to 7 minutes on this one, which is really pretty standard. This one's not a super large quad, but it is a little bit heavier than some of the other quads this size that I own, so that's definitely going to play into your flight time. The geared motors on this are going to be working hard to keep it in the air and zip it around. This one comes packaged with a 4GB MicroSD card, and I found that this card was a little bit on the slow side. I had a few instances of grabbing frames and corrupted files, so I switched it out with a faster one, and I had a lot better results with that. So maybe something to keep in mind there. You may want to switch out your card if you're getting a lot of corrupted files or dropped frames. Now this quad has some features that you're not going to find on many other quadcopters. First of all, it has this stunt button on the transmitter. So if you hit the stunt button when the camera's attached and then give it a yaw input, right or left, it's going to start a 360-degree turn, and that way you can capture, the entire surroundings around you. Or if you want to stand in the middle of it, you can kind of get that circle me feature that you're going to find on some of the higher end quads. Now if you detach the camera from the quad, that's when you can perform the actual stunts on this one. And so this one will do all sorts of flips, whatever direction you want to do it, forward, back, left, and right. But also on the fly, this one will do barrel rolls. And those barrel rolls are pretty cool, and it's real fun to see this one zipping through the air, and then you hit the stunt button and watch it do the barrel rolls. Now as far as LEDs go on this one, it's got 2 green ones in the front and 2 red ones in the back. Those are handy, but at times it can be difficult to see. Definitely at night. The only way you can see these at night is if the quad is above you. So I'm definitely going to call this one not a night flyer. You can get away with flying it in dusk and things like that when you can still see. But if you're in a very dark area, you're not going to really want to fly this one around. I find that this one flies great. It's very stable. It does what you tell it to do. I've been able to fly this one between swings, between buildings and fences and some tight places, and it's very stable and precise. You're going to have a lot of fun flying this in different environments. Let's talk transmitter for a minute. In the middle you got your power button here and your sensitivities here. 1, 2, and 3, 1 being the slowest and 3 being the fastest. And 3 can get going pretty quick, so you're gonna wanna be a more experienced flyer if you're gonna be flying around on mode 3. On the top here, on the left bumper, you're gonna have your stunt button, and on the right, you're gonna have your photo and video button. You also have forward and back trim, left and right trim, and your yaw trim. As far as range goes, it's not too bad. I've been able to fly it fairly far away from me, get it up pretty high in the air, get some nice aerial views, and get it a decent length away from me and not have too many problems. I always think it's a good idea not to fly these too far away from yourself. Remember, this isn't a DJI Phantom or something like that. You're gonna wanna keep it fairly close to you, and you're not gonna wanna get it too high in the air. So I think that about covers it with the V950HD by Sky Viper and Skyrocket Toys. If you have a question that I didn't answer, hit me up in the comments below. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.